Hello, I'm back. I've relegated the small plates to the back of my basement once again. Sorry about that, folks. We had a internet outage, and I decided that I wanted to take the reins from small plates because I that guy's a piece of crap. Jesus, he awful. We're gonna do a little we're gonna do a little dosey do here. Get back in the swing of things. I've been off. I actually got fired for the DNC autopsy. That was my fault. Used ChatGPT. Should not have used ChatGPT. But alas, so we beat on. Boats against current, born ceaselessly into the past. Uh yeah, looks like I'm back here. I'm just kind of looking here, I got oh geez, do I only have 46 followers now? Wow, it's going down. Meet me in the club. It's going down. Yeah. Holy cow, I lost 2 followers. What are you gonna do, guys? Well, I'm here. For better and for worse. Marry me now. Instagram, if you're with us, join us. It's gonna be a good day. Uh it's gonna be a good day today. Uh We have a lot of things to talk about, namely the fact that we are pushing really hard to have Susan Collins win the Democratic nomination for the Senate in Maine. As many of you know, there are quite a lot of people that have been talking about this young upstart here, Graham Platner.
$50 billion running a hedge fund. Susan Collins has voted to cut Ken Griffin's taxes at least 4 times. Under my tax plan, Ken Griffin would pay roughly $4 billion.
All right, that's insane. I don't want anybody paying $4 billion in taxes, let alone a billionaire. We need to be the party of low taxes, people. Uh if we're gonna do anything. Uh sorry, I gotta get some people in this chat because right now things are not going well. Things are slow at the Steve Connie factory. I'm bald. I got fired from my job at the DNC. And yeah, I just feel dead inside. I feel like I don't have any purpose in life anymore. Except to talk to you guys. Oh, we got 2 people in the chat. Now I have purpose in life. Got 0 people on Instagram. What else is new? Jesus. I know Zuckerberg doesn't like us. Tell me something else I don't know. Let's watch this Platner video here. Okay, Graham. Let's see what you got, Graham Cracker.
This is Ken Griffin. He made
I love Ken Griffin. That guy's my friend.
$50 billion running a hedge fund.
And he gave me like 200 billion advising Kamala.
Susan Collins has voted to cut Ken Griffin's taxes at least 4 times.
That's because she's the future of the Democratic Party. So far, I haven't heard anything bad yet.
Under my tax plan, Ken Griffin would pay roughly $4 billion more in taxes per year. So it's not surprising that
Did
2
he
hours
say
ago,
$4
we
billion
found
more in taxes?
out in a filing that Ken Griffin has given Susan Collins' super PAC $2.5 million. He has billions of dollars at stake here. If he succeeds in helping buy her this election, it would be one of the best investments of his life. So if you're
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if he kicked a little bit of that cash over to me so I can write some attack ads about you, Graham.
sick of the attack ads, the negativity, the bullshit, you
How can I be sick of it? I write them. I'm the king of that.
know who to blame. One of the richest men in the world and a campaign finance system that allows men like him to buy elections. I think it's obvious to almost everyone that this should be illegal. But as long as establishment politicians like Susan Collins stay in office,
That's my girl, man. I love her.
not going to happen.
Oh my God.
This is Ken Griffin.
Jesus. That was really hurtful. I need to get some water, so I'm going to leave you here with Abdul El Sayed getting served.
I really appreciate you sharing that apocryphal metaphor. Because if you've ever left tea in a cooling saucer for way too long, it dries up. It's not tea anymore. And right now, that's what the Senate has become. It has become the place where all legislation goes to die. And it allows senators who don't want to take hard votes to hide behind the filibuster of just one senator, usually in a safe seat, and it keeps us from being able to move forward legislation that we absolutely need. So I believe we have to abolish the filibuster. We have to expose senators to democracy again so that they have to answer to their voting public about why they took a particular vote, because I know it would change the way that they behave. But this is just one part of the way our democracy has ossified. And I think we need to be thinking about broad picture democracy reform. To me, that starts with taking on the fact that we've just seen the biggest assault from the Supreme Court on the Voting Rights Act in our history. And so whether it's the Supreme Court or it's the filibuster or it's the way we cut our districts apart, we've got to really rethink democracy to make it work for the people again.
So, did Abdul El Sayed do something sexy that I missed? I'm not going to make you watch it again. I just needed a placeholder while I got my water. Hey, to the two viewers, what's going on? We got a goal right now. I'm trying to think what it is. Who's in the chat right now? Say hello. Say hello to me. Come say hello to Connie. Don't you miss me? Who's there? Who's in the stinking chat? Come on. Who do we got here? Oh, this is great. I have a whole little thing here with the chat. Manage goals. Here we go. We're going to try to get 50 subscribers. Let's do it. Widgets. Update goal. Let's do 50. How do I start this goal? Come on, man. How do I get this widget? Come on, I want to get my widget. Well, hey, if you're in my chat right now, please say hello. And now we got one person. All right, fine. Let's get back to freaking X. Jesus Christ. Let's see here. No, that's the wrong one. What about this one? There we go. Here we are. Dr. Abdul El Sayed. Oh boy, here we go. Reacts to a poll being in 30% in the polls, but a chatter quickly points out that it's fake and it crashes out. Let's see here. I'm gonna watch this because
Is this real? Is this real? Oh my God. Oh. Oh.
Gargantua Cox Polling Institute? That's fake, you dumbass. That's what you get, buddy. That's what you get for being a bozo. Couldn't even read the tweet.
Oh. 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 What the hell?
I actually worked for Gargantua Dixon, but Gargantua Cox is totally made up. It's totally made up. Hey, if you're joining us here, we got one viewer in the chat. All right, who's the one viewer? Who could it be?
Oh my God. No way. Woo!
Yeah, Hassan, take it
Oh
easy,
my
man.
God.
Jesus
Ladies and
Christ.
gentlemen.
Do not come.
Ladies and
Do
gentlemen.
not come.
I'm gonna come.
I can't believe this guy's got
No, it's
more
not. Look at the
followers.
fucking poster's name. Gargantua Cox Polling Institute. No!
Ah, it's fake, you idiot. Dumbass. I told him it was fake. I told him right away I knew it was fake. He didn't even look at the stupid thing because he doesn't read because he's an idiot. It is a domestic extremist organization. God, Stephen Miller is he is like Jesus, he is disgusting, man. He's like a jar of Hellman's mayonnaise with a bad attitude and very, very racist ideology. The conservative alternative, look at these dildos. God, what a bunch of morons. This is why I can't go anywhere with these like the guys. Like, oh God, Jesus. Like I mean, there's a reason why none of these guys got to baptize Elton John's kid because they're all a bunch of fucking losers. Here we go. Oh wow, this is sick, man. Look at the face tune on Jeffries, man. You know that he got the auto tune there. The face tune, got a little chin, got the baby blue. Let's go, man. What a cool guy. See, Hakeem Jeffries he's chill, man. He's real chill. Geez. My God, that's it's not what he looks like in real life, but cool. Cool. Yeah, I mean that's hip. Kids love that. Hoodies are big. Hoodies are in right now. Let's see here. Oh, I hate this guy. He's the worst. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Neera Tandon. Maybe you were just coping with the fact that I have 300,000 organic followers and you have hyphen a bit less than that. You know what I love about Neera Tandon is she is just unapologetically moderate. We should go and cheer her on in this Twitter feud because this is a woman who has stood at the pinnacle of strategy. Everyone should let's see here. No one pays for my tweets. That's right, Neera. Neera, we do pay for your private jets, speaking engagements, and back channels to establishment politicians who can usher in a corporate utopia. See you at Hillary's BBQ. Heard she got a bounce house. Woo! Calvary has arrived. Gandalf to the rescue, just like at the top of Helm's Deep. He said, look to my coming in the east. New audio reveals POTUS worsening incontinence. This is probably some fake AI shit. Spencer Pratt is, he's kind of like, Jesus, what are those things, the leg pads that cricket players use? Let's see here. Cricket leg pads. Yeah, there it is. I found it. I found a new headshot of Spencer Pratt. There it is. You see? There it is. A Gortonshire Elite Cricket batting leg guard, aka
is what people
Spencer
actually
Pratt.
want in LA. As much as everybody wanted to believe the people that have been in charge,
Look at that. Tell me that's not Spencer Pratt. Look at that.
it's just saying the facts, the truth. These people have failed us. They've spent all of our tax money to increase problems.
He kind of looks like Mickey Rooney. You guys know who Mickey Rooney is? He's a little bit before your time, but I used to drink scotch with him. Let's see here. Let's see if we can find a young picture of Mickey Rooney. There he is. There he is, Mickey Rooney. R.I.P. and namaste to the GOAT. Nice. He could have been in Congress. He'd only look at us. See, this guy could have been in Congress. He died at 90. Yeah, he was a knight of the museum. He was going to run for Congress. 93 years young. Too soon. Gone too soon. Mickey Rooney. Let's see here. And then we got Spencer Pratt. So yeah, I mean, depending on what you like, you got either the cricket leg guards or you got Mickey Rooney. Either way, it's kind of chalked. Oh, here's Dr. Jill Biden. Sure, she's not lying about the fact her husband was infirmed. Let's see. She's probably telling the truth. She's awesome.
Did you ever see signs that he was falling into cognitive decline?
No.
Well, that's enough for me. Case closed. It's not in the autopsy, and Jill Biden didn't admit to it. I don't need to see anything else. Hopefully, there's no pushback. It is CBS.
No.
No.
Truly.
She asked twice. No need to respond.
No.
Three
I mean,
times.
people were saying he wasn't the same Joe Biden.
Well, I don't think that's true. He was the essence of the same Joe Biden.
The essence of the same Joe Biden. That is how it's done, people. She is like a ballerina walking on a tightrope with arrows filled with fire being shot in her direction. And that is the beautiful thing that she came up with there.
But yeah, he was slowing down. He was getting older. I mean, we all observe that. When you know, it's a very intense job. I think it ages you quickly.
That was an amazing answer. I mean, no notes, 5 stars. Who could argue with that logic? It's perfect. That's exactly the kind of stuff that dreams are made of. Hey now, hey now. She said no 3 times. I don't hear anything. I don't see anything wrong with that. Oh, this guy's such a drip. Marco Rubio. God, I hate him. God, he's such a drip. Oh, he was a good Democrat back in the day. He was a good moderate Republican, Democrat. You know, what's the difference? Uniparty, baby. It's all about corporations. Now he's just a fascist. It's horrible. It is nice to know somebody in the pickleball club, though. I'll tell you that. Oh, here we go. We got a $250 bill with Donald Trump's face on it.
Dr. Beckman.
Yep.
How long until we see your signature next to President Trump's face on a $250 bill?
Well, again,
Wait. Let me get my the people love the clips. This is a clip farm, people. That's what we're doing here. This is like a privatized clip farm. Let me get a clip going here. I'm gonna get a clip. I don't have high-speed internet. Here we go. There you go. Rolling on clips. No. Oh my God. Sorry guys, it's just that no one's gonna come and ever see the show if we don't we gotta promote this shit, you know? There we go. All right, let's watch what we got here. Scott Besson used to live in a Barbie dream house. It looks like he's got veneers that were made by Paul Bunyan. Jesus, look at those things. He's got a couple of 2x4s just hanging around there.
Dr. Beckman.
yep.
How long until we see your signature next to President Trump's face on a $250 bill?
Well, again, as Treasury Secretary, I have 2 mandates for U.S. currency. At present, no living person can be on U.S. currency, and the currency must say, "In God we trust."
I hate this guy. There are so many cooler bankers that you could have appointed to be Treasury Secretary. Ken Griffin, this guy's such a loser.
So right now there is proposed legislation that in front of the House, in front of the Senate, to change the first requirement so that a living person, Donald J. Trump, could be on the $250.
God, Donald Trump is such new money. It's disgusting. It's like, act like you've been there before, man. You got a biographer, you got a presidential library. Are you really that insecure about your own mortality that you're going to make the U.S. Treasury print a bunch of $250 bills and make inflation even worse? I don't give a shit about the American people. I do care about my savings bonds. Those things got to be worth something in 10 years. I'm 115 years old and I will have to retire at some point. This is going to just ruin everything.
Or bill. So it's all in the hands of the, it's all up on Capitol Hill. So at Treasury, we prepare things in advance. So we have prepared in advance that if the legislation is passed, but we will stick to the law.
Oh, God. Scott Bessent. What a drip. Look at this guy. The worst. Man, $250 bill. Wow. And they couldn't do it for Ronald Reagan, huh? They couldn't get off their ass and make something happen for the best Democratic president this side ever. I mean, best Democratic president ever, Ronald Reagan. He walked so Bill Clinton could run. But no. Stephen Miller's wife is crying, accusing Dems of violence because they called her evil ghoul, the husband, an ugly fuck.
Candidate talking about her husband came under attack today when he said, like, the Democrats.
Wait. Who is doing her fucking makeup? Like, seriously, man. She looks like ass. She is a miserable person. I mean, there isn't a cocktail waitress in Washington, D.C., I don't know, who hasn't spit in Katie Miller or Stephen Miller's drink. Okay? Say what you want about the lady. She's awful. But is she using Mike Johnson's blush guy? Because, I mean, this is the kind of shit that people make fun of. I mean, your husband is among the ugliest people in human history. I mean, he looks like, let's see here, Kobayashi. I mean, Stephen Miller is kind of looking like, let me see here. I'm looking for it. What does Stephen Miller look like? Here we go. There we go. If I had to, here, I found him. See this part right here, this kind of soaked hot dog bun that Joey Chestnut's shoving in his face? I would say that is the most accurate characterization of Stephen Miller. He is like a soaked hot dog bun that Joey Chestnut shoves in his face. Look at that. Look at that guy right there. You seen that? That's him right there. That's him. That guy right there looks like this right here. Not Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut's an American. Look at that. That little hot dog bun right there looks like the back of Ted Cruz's leg, or it looks like the front of Stephen Miller's face. That is what Stephen Miller looks like. So the fact that Katie Miller's whining about her husband being called a fucking ghoul
The
is
Democrats
rich.
are, perhaps going to nominate their first transgender Senate candidate, talking about Tallarico, and they responded by just, basically saying, "Shut up, you ugly F word." Essentially.
Yeah, fuck. You mean fuck, Laura? Fuck is the word you're looking for. Laura Ingraham has a potty mouth. Everybody on Capitol Hill knows. Okay? She talks like a sailor home on leave that's behind on alimony, and she never says anything up. She never punches up. She only ever talks down to people in ways that make you want to cry. But yeah, Laura Ingraham knows what that word is. She's a liar.
Essentially, any word for the Democrats, their little Twitter account.
This is the same violent political rhetoric that is leading people to shooting up, whether it be the White House Correspondents' Dinner or President Trump and Butler. But what it remains to be seen is this is an anonymous account, and it is run actually by a sad liberal woman named...
Oh my God, no one's happier than Katie Miller. All she ever talks about is how fucking happy she is. Katie, would you just shut up? God, everybody's sick of your whining. God, you ruined the Republican Party. They used to be pro-business. Now they're pro-business and fascist, which means we have to pretend not to like them. But God, you suck. You are such a buzzkill. Man, they said the F word. My God, you work for President Donald J. Trump. That guy can't walk down the street without dropping an F-bomb and 4 slurs. Jesus Christ. Stop acting so, what is this, like? She looks like an extra in Mad Men. I mean, I can't think of anybody less attractive than Katie Miller. I mean, seriously, is Mike Johnson's blush guy doing her makeup now? I mean, she looks like she just got to LA and she's ready to go into the Scientology office so she can book her first part. What is going on? And Laura Ingraham, Jesus. Laura Ingraham, what a joke. These people are idiots. All of them. Some of them used to be my friends, but I mean, is that Helen Mirren? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Jill, here we go. Let's see here what Karine Jean-Pierre has to say about it. Jill Biden's revelations that she thought her husband was having a stroke during the 2024 debate was triggered waves of resentment among Democrats, bitter that the Bidens insist he should run again, even though he would be 86 at the end of his second term. Well, I don't think that that's her fault. She's a doctor. She can't help but notice what happened. Let's see what Karine Jean-Pierre says.
Did the president get examined by a doctor, or did he get a neurological scan?
A neurological scan? Look, what I can say is that, just to take a step back, it was a bad night. We understand that it was a bad night. And the president has spoken to this. And he understands that.
Yeah, see, I helped craft that response. That's why I took a step back. I was so impacted by it. I wrote that response. And, we had a choice to make. We were either going to lie and pretend everything was okay with Joe Biden, or we could tell the truth and have him drop out of the race. But if he dropped out of the race, we all would have lost our jobs. Who wants that? I don't want to lose my job. Do you want to lose your job? I lost my job for writing the DNC autopsy. That was horrible. I used ChatGPT to do the GNC autopsy. There's one viewer in here. If anybody's feeling particularly generous and wants to buy this account at 46 followers, go ahead and do a subscription. We'll never forget you. So we're talking about Joe Biden maybe having a stroke during the... It's crazy. The New York Times is reporting this now. I'm glad they didn't report it earlier. I think Joe Biden's ready to run in 20... This is good news. It means that Joe Biden's thinking about running in 2028. They're clearing a path They're answering the question of whether or not he was okay to run in 2024. And they're answering the question, hell yes. And he got robbed. And now we're prepping him for a 2027 debate. Let's see what it says here. On the evening of June 27th, the eye was behind the stage, appearing listless and lost, made an ultimately campaign-ending appearance among the viewers who came away frightened. His wife, Jill Biden. I don't know what happened, the First Lady said in an interview with CBS. Oh my God. As I watched it, I thought, oh my God, he's having a stroke. And it scared me to death. Totally innocent. Nothing could. He was ready to be president again. In a 30-second snippet of the interview, which is scheduled to air this weekend, she said that she had never seen her husband have a meltdown like the one she saw when he took the debate stage in Atlanta. Next week, she is revealing View from the East Wing, a memoir of her time as First Lady. I wrote that. That was a good book. I wrote that book. We actually watched a portion of the interview that's airing on CBS. You know what's awesome about this is that, Barry Weiss, she did this to make President Trump feel better about the fact that he is also likely having neurological events. But President Trump is unhealthy. Joe Biden wasn't healthy. Joe Biden was healthy. Excuse me. I'm trying to get my facts straight. Listen, when Chuck Schumer says that the president is not healthy, he does not mean it in the president's sense like Biden. Biden was healthy. Trump is not healthy. Do you understand? There is a difference, folks. Mr. Biden, who made back-to-back trips to Europe in the weeks leading up to the debate, has said that he was recovering from an illness that evening. When Mr. Biden was preparing at Camp David, his team had built naps into his schedule. Despite the extra rest, a raspy-sounding Mr. Biden mumbled and wandered through his appearance as Mr. Trump hammered him on immigration and foreign policy. I was frightened, Dr. Biden told CBS, of what she saw that night, because I had never, ever seen Joe like that before. Before or since. Never. See, it was totally out of the blue. How could anybody have known what was going to happen? He's ready for 2028. I don't care what anybody says. Her memoir, according to the publisher, Simon & Schuster, promises to bring readers behind the scenes. Quote, don't worry, I didn't get too dirty in the details. No one wants to hear anything about a party at Steve Bannon's townhouse. Never. The abrupt end of her husband's bid for a re-election. But on the night of the debate and for weeks afterwards, she was not just a witness, but a driving force behind Mr. Biden's decision to keep fighting to salvage his campaign for re-election. She comforted the shaken president in minutes after the debate and told him she was still all in. You did such a great job. You answered every question. I love her so much. She's a G. Ride or die. Even if it means a lot of people are going to die because the Trump administration was able to cancel USAID. It's Jill Stein's fault, not the Bidens. When they joined supporters after the debate, you knew all the facts. I told her to say that. In the weeks following the debate, Dr. Biden and other members of Mr. Biden's family, including his son, Hunter, what's up, Hunter? Were supportive and encouraged him to keep fighting. Hell yeah, brother. But as Mr. Biden was recovering from the coronavirus in late July, his wife began to stress him that he needed to make a decision. He ended his campaign and endorsed Kamala Harris, his vice president. Boo! At first, Lady Dr. Biden was a protective force around Mr. Biden. She gained a reputation for bluntly pointing out when she felt that Mr. Biden's advisors had made mistakes when it came to her husband. I don't think it's a bad thing, she told the reporter when asked about a reputation during an interview. Do you? I don't think so. I think it's a good thing, except when you were telling me that I was a bad advisor. Let's see what this says here. I suppose that a wife supporting her husband is a stronger push than mere patriotism. Hard to blame her, but where's the Dem party? Silent? Trump did not win. Dems lost to the non-voters, and sadly, other Dems. Hey, AWCA, go fuck yourself. We didn't lose. You lost because you didn't tell your neighbors not to vote for Jill Stein. Encouraging a man in the state to continue on was very irresponsible. Shame on the people who claim to have cared for him or us. You know what, Toby in Oregon? I still care for the Bidens. Just because you're a sociopath and you don't get paid by the hour to care for the Bidens doesn't give you any right to judge me. Look at this one. Ruth Gator Binsberg, Oregon. The entire this one's going to be good. I know. #resist. The entire nation witnessed Joe's cognitive decline for years, and somehow the person closest to him was unaware. I find that exceptionally difficult to believe. Well, exceptionally difficult doesn't mean it's impossible. So you can still get there. Let's keep reading. And it's offensive to thinking people everywhere that she would even suggest it. I think what she meant to say was the perks of being first lady were too good to kick Joe into retirement. Honestly, this kind of stuff that makes me never want to vote for another Democrat again. Oh my God. You're supposed to be a Ruth Bader Ginsburg fan, man. What the hell? Bros don't do bros like that. You should definitely what? Why is she going on CBS? Perhaps someone else has addressed this, but is it up to us as viewers to do the protesting while the people who should be standing up to this network are out hawking books? I'm confused. Lisa, don't you know what our motto is? MOG, money over grandchildren. We don't give a fuck about corporate. We don't care about any of the stuff you're talking about. Oh, you all weren't reading the article with me? My bad. Oops. Will the collective hubris in this country never end? No, it will never end because I'm not going anywhere. Why would it have to end? I'm never going to die. I'm 115 years old. I'm still working 40 hours a week. I ignore my grandchildren and my children and my great-grandchildren. I've been a Democratic powerhouse in the Democrat Party and sometimes Republican Party since the Truman administration. What hubris? I'm built like a stallion. That's the only question I have at this point. All else revolves this one question. I'm very disappointed in just what this nation has become, but I'm not surprised. Listen, Jeffers from Philadelphia, weren't you guys the ones who threw batteries at Santa Claus, the immortal being with white hair? Maybe you don't understand what it takes to be a mythical, immortal creature like Santa Claus and Joe Biden, who will be running for president in 2028. UW teacher. I had never, ever seen Joe like that before or since. Never. So where was she for at least the year prior to that? Did she just avoid looking at him? It was pretty obvious to everyone else. Well, Caleb, I was standing right next to him, and I didn't notice anything. So I think the doctor's right. Well, then, how many lies has chosen to tell the public about this and other cognitive blah, 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 blah. He appeared at Stonewall Inn with Elton John the next day to give a speech about the opening. I wondered what he was doing there since he was supposed to have a cold. Apprehensive in New Jersey. What are you saying? We were lying about it? Oh, Russ from Chicago. I hate Chicago. Here it is. America is suffering because of this gerontocracy. Are you calling me old, Russ? China and other parts of the world are zooming ahead of us in so many ways while we have presidential burn it down, filling his pockets and those of his heirs and cronies. I'm 67 and resigned to a weak economy the rest of my life, to the outsized national debt, a possible deep and long recession tied to some crypto meltdown, possibly a nuke exchange, and unfolding climate catastrophes. This is not at all on Joe Biden, but enabling Trump too was a critical part of it. Listen, Russ, if you're looking to blame people here, we got to blame Hassan Piker, okay? He infiltrated the DNC in 2024 and peeled away enough superdelegates to make sure that Joe Biden was not the nominee. He could have beat Trump. That's the only thing I heard from your little diatribe there, Rush in Chicago. Also, Russ said, I'm 67, but what I saw was 6'7". Now, if Joe Biden comes out on the debate stage and says that, I think all of you are going to shut up with your little peanut gallery crap. Well, folks, we have read some really good articles. Hey, Chicago Bish, I'm about to leave again. No, I have to pick up my, yeah, I have to pick somebody up from the train because I live in, well, I do have to pick somebody up from the train, but, we're going to be on tomorrow night. I'm going to fix the stream schedule because Chicago Bish uses it. Be sure to tell your friends, everybody. We're, we're a growing community here. We're all learning our way around the Twitch. Oh, you're the nicest person. Chicago Bish, I'm happy that I got to see you today. Like I told you, I lost my job because I wrote the DNC autopsy using ChatGPT. So they got rid of this old man here. So I'm going to be hanging out, doing a lot of streaming day to day. I will go ahead and put on my stream schedule. Let's see here. Edit stream info. Just chatting, everyone. English podcast. Now I'm just chatting. I'm not a podcast. Let's see here. Content labels, politics and sensitive issues. I'm not doing any of that. Okay. Where's my schedule? It's all right. Don't worry. I'm looking for my schedule. Manage stream. This is all new to me, people. We do have one subscriber on stream. No, it's all right. Don't worry about it. I wrote that DNC autopsy and I lived by it and I died by it. And I'm proud of my work that I told ChatGPT to do for me. But I charged the Democratic establishment by the hour for the autopsy they thought I wrote. And it was awesome because ChatGPT did in like 15 minutes. And then I just basically went home, got high, didn't do really anything. It was pretty cool. Let's see here. Just chatting every Wednesday, every Thursday. We're going to do every Thursday from what's good for you, Chicago Bish? 1 p.m. for 5 hours, 6 hours. We're going to do 6 hours tomorrow. We're going to do 6 hours on Friday. We'll do Saturday afternoon, maybe Saturday evening, 2 hours, just hungover. We're going to do Chicago Bish, what's your schedule? Don't worry about it. Oh, and I forgot to thank our first subscriber, Blue, who's the co-host of this show. So, I love that guy. He's my brother. And, he's investing early on in the Connie News Network. He's a big part of it, too. So that's pretty crazy. You can subscribe. You can like. You can give us bits. We're affiliates. We're on Substack. We have an Instagram. You're home by 4. Okay, cool. Well, then I'll push it a couple hours. We're working on your schedule, ma'am. We're working on your schedule, not mine. I have no schedule anymore. I have nothing. No, I'm just kidding. I have a lovely family that doesn't talk to me because I've dedicated my entire life to my career. It's all good. I promise. Let's see here. Cool. Yeah, I'm screwing around with the schedule now. Looks like I can do some scheduling. And this is great. We're going to be here. We're going to be doing the darn thing. We really hope everybody continues to join us. I'm really sweaty now. I got to go do errand. But yeah, maybe I'll come back on tonight. Everybody, weekends I'm around after 2 or 3. Okay, perfect. You're the most important member of our community, Chicago Bish. You and Blue. And everybody else. We love you. Thank you for joining us again. This is so much fun. Goodbye.